Last time, Matt and Tai were seeing who had the bigger penis, but failed to decide on a winner. I don't know what came over Joe, but he decided to show these kids who really had the biggest and climb Infinity Mountain himself. On the way up there, he and Gomamon saw another dramatically convenient black gear, as well as an overly talkative Unidonkey, but Gomamon digivolved and shut that annoying prick up.
The Digivolution is up and running. Did you see? Did you hear? Did you know what's coming? A Digi Destiny starts today. Let me hear you say. Digimon, Digital Monsters, Digimon are the champions. Digimon, Digital Monsters, Digimon are the champions. With Digi-Will and Digivice in hand, there's a Digi-Dynamic force in Digiland. When the Digi-Past and Digi-Present collide, time to Digi-Side. Digimon, Digimon, Digital Monsters, Digimon are the champions.
This place could really use a good bus system.
Honestly, all places could use a good bus system. Also, Joe said that, and Matt heard him from way over there and then replies to it?
Yeah, but it looks like we're at the end of the line.
This is one of those no dialogue in the original shots where the dub added lines, isn't it?
Another black gear.
Oh look, it's that dude who really likes Lion King. Props if you got the reference. Seriously though, my memory of Digimon is very foggy, but the one thing I do remember is Leomon being the Digimon equivalent of Sean Bean. Oh look, maybe this will be his first death.
Leomon, you may be mighty, but now you face me. Your kind-hearted leadership is unimpressive.
Oh... snap? Hey John Williams, your amazing film scores are unimpressive. Hey Tarantino, your masterful dialogue is unimpressive. Hey Leo Messi, your godlike ball control and dribbling are unimpressive. Actually, he has been unimpressive in recent years.
Ogreman, you are truly the most evil of the bad Digimon. There is no limit to your ruthlessness.
Yes, you called my kind-hearted leadership unimpressive. You monster. Also, there are bad Digimon? Were Seedramon and Shellmon in that category, or was that just Tai? They fight, but the big baddie appears to stop them. Devimon. He commands them to obey him, and they both say no, and then in literally the next shot, Ogremon is perfectly okay to obey him.
I command that the two of you work together for me, not fight. I'll never do that. Neither will I. Sir, you don't need that Joker. I can handle whatever you want done without anyone's assistance.
This is another dub thing, isn't it? Also, Ogremon talks funny. His mouth is constantly open. It's really funny to see him talk. You know, I didn't think I'd ever use that fly going into the mouth joke for my first episode again, but it's still funny. Devimon finally name drops the Digi-Destined term for us, and seemingly only now found out they're here. Weird. He brainwashes Leomon, and it's time to see what the kids are up to.
What? Did you say map or mess?
No question, man, you are the dude of doodles.
Dude of doodles.
If you follow that map, it'll lead right to a headache.
Damn, the kids are on fire today.
I figured that out a long time ago.
I just figured out that these gloves really don't go with this dress.
Just now? I'm sorry, but you have completely dashed my suspension of disbelief. There is no way she went to camp without first spending several hours deciding on an outfit. Also, yes they do. Those leather gloves go perfectly well with that whole cowgirl look you're going for.
I just figured out that these gloves really don't go with this dress.
How sad.
This.
How sad.
It's for this sort of dubbing gems that I rewatch nostalgic stuff. Anyway, Leomon appears, and this is what, the 5th? Hey, this is a kind-hearted Digimon who's totally nice and will never try to harm us. Oh wait, shit, he's trying to harm us moment already?
I want the children.
I need an adult?
Make it easy on yourselves. Give up now, or else.
Or else what? You already want to kill them. There was not enough room on that tiny-ass path for 6 champion-level Digimon. Just saying.
Listen up! Everybody all together now!
They have learned the secret of teamwork.
When did they learn the secret of teamwork?
This group of 6 attacking together is quite dangerous.
So they fight him off, and Tai wonders what caused the avalanche Devimon dropped on him.
It's that avalanche. I can't figure out what set it off.
Stress accumulates until a crack develops, and with excess weight, the terra firma suddenly isn't so firma.
I would play the nerd clip right now, but I find that line amusing, so I let it slide.
They are more powerful than I suspected, but I shall strike while they are exhausted and destroy them all!
What's stopping you now? They seem pretty exhausted.
They are more powerful than I suspected,
Just make another avalanche.
but I shall strike while they are exhausted and destroy them all!
Push them off the cliff. Mind control their Digimon. So the kids start walking, and it was just after sunrise at the start of this episode. How long have they been walking?
I'm intrigued that our Digimon were able to digivolve twice in one day.
Well, it was sure lucky for us that they were able to do it.
Wow, I've heard some shit line delivery before, but what was up with that tie line?
Well, it was sure lucky for us that they were able to do it.
He sounds so uninterested.
Admit it, Palmon. We need to stop and rest.
You know, to be perfectly honest, I think that would be a good idea for all of us.
Where are you going? You are literally walking in a random direction. Not a single line about maybe we should get away from the mountain with the murderous Digimon and avalanches. Maybe we should keep looking for people. But no, they're just walking because...
Rest where? I don't want to sleep on the ground.
Look! A mansion!
Of course, a mansion appears the moment they need rest. I would be mad if this wasn't the first time we find out it's not just a random-ass Deus Ex Machina. I do hope at some point they give us an actual explanation to the sheer convenience of the stuff they encounter. Otherwise, I would be very sad.
What a place! I can't believe my eyes! It's just too good to be true!
Seriously, what's wrong with Ty this episode?
It's just too good to be true!
Did Joshua Zeph have a fight with the producer that day or something? They go in and find a completely random painting that symbolizes absolutely nothing. Foreshadowing!
Look at that spread!
Sorry for saying this, everybody, but this looks like a setup.
Matt is right. It could be some sort of trap.
Oh, now it's starting to bother you how everything is so fucking convenient.
Peanut butter and pickles, this is the best pizza ever.
Okay, if one of us gets sick, we all
Please
get
pass
sick.
the mashed
That's
potatoes.
teamwork too.
No, no.
That is good teamwork. Also, peanut butter and pickled pizza? Of course, it's not an anime hotel without a hot tub sequence.
Watch the hair, dude.
Is that what that is? I thought some bird made a nest on your head.
Ty, you're not the one to talk about bird nest hair. And am I the only one who thinks putting an electrical Digimon in a hot tub is like bathing with a toaster?
Come on in. So far, we haven't found any sharks in the water.
No big ones.
Haha, Ty said you had a small penis. And of course, it's not an anime hotel episode without hot tub shenanigans.
Get back to the boys' side! Hey, let go!
Where'd you come from?
All sated and clean, they turn to bed, and now finally the evildoers appear.
I cannot disobey your orders.
I can go to the bathroom by myself.
I don't know if that ugly green guy scared you.
Why are they hiding? Good job, Ogremon, you ruined the plan. What was the plan again?
Destroy them. The children.
Why do you hate me?
I mean, you are kind of a douche.
I have no further use for this imaginary building.
What was the use for it to begin with? What can you do here that you couldn't do on that very narrow cliff trail?
Because together you are strong. I will use my touch of evil to scatter you throughout the Digiworld!
But your plan was to get them tired and then destroy them. This is another dubbing issue, isn't it?
The food, the bath, the building, none of it was real. I created all of it in your imagination.
So let me get this straight. The food, the bath, the building were all fake. The bathrobes were also fake, but the beds and the sheets were not. Or is Devimon afraid of getting sued over Article 175 of the Japanese Criminal Code for displaying obscene material?
You pretend you are strangers who know nothing of this, but I am aware that you are the Digidestined, who were sent to rescue this world from my domination.
But I am aware you are my favorite voice actor in this show so far.
I will destroy them.
What?
Everyone.
How will you destroy them all with your boss scattering them across a bunch of islands?
Now the boy. Yes, then the others, one by one.
Why one by one? Agumon just proved they can't put up a fight.
What are you waiting for, Leomon? Do it!
Deus Ex Digivice.
Yes! Go now!
And Leomon pulls off his first Sean Bean to allow Tai to escape. Finally, we've got plot! Too bad it's kinda meh. I'm not terribly fond when a show just unveils the big bad so easily, even though there will be more of him. I like a bit more mystery. But I suppose it couldn't be helped with 7 episodes of nothing but questions. They had to give us something. But yeah, Devimon is really my biggest issue with this episode. Everything was perfectly fine. Campy at times, like Ogremon and Leomon's exchange, but generally entertaining. Devimon's actions make no sense, and I suspect it's all down to the dubbers trying to solve one plot hole. Why did Devimon scatter the kids? Well, in the original, he doesn't say that's his intention. Here, in this scene where he pulls those beds down, I'm pretty sure it was an attempt to kill them before Leomon interrupted him. In general, most of his dub dialogue has been changed in really weird ways. In the original, he was testing them, and the idea that was conveyed is that he knows they are the children destined to stop him, but he doesn't know how powerful they are, and he clearly doesn't know how digivolving works. And to be honest, the kids don't know how it works either, and I strongly suspect even the writers didn't know at this point. He doesn't know the source of their power, which is why he tried the whole fake house shenanigans, but even then they still had the power to defy him when the Digivice Ex Machina broke his spell over Leomon, prompting him to one last attempt at killing them, and then what I believe was an unspoken decision to split these kids with mysterious powers up. He's being careful. The dub for me really did not manage to convey this idea that he doesn't actually know anything about these kids other than that they are the Digidestined. The original Devimon as a villain wasn't exactly Shakespeare, but it at least made more sense. However, paradoxically, Devimon is also the best thing about this episode. He's played by Tom Weiner in the dub, and he chews the scenery in every scene he's in. He is fan-freaking-tastic. I love this guy.
Why do you hate me?
He hates you because I commanded him to hate you.
Now this is probably the most heavily changed episode yet. No less than 3 shots have been completely cut in the dub. The 2 most infamous cuts are this shot of Matt and Ty's bums and this one of Joe's bum. In the first one, Matt and Ty are both triggered by Joe guarding himself in an all-man's bathroom and proceeded to try and get him naked. It's the sort of bathtub humor that is perfectly acceptable in Japan, a country where the age of consent is 13, and not so much in the somewhat puritanical United States. Oh, you disagree that American Christian censorship is silly? Try saying goddamn on American network television. I dare you. I double dare you, motherf***. The third shot cut out is this one of Leomon smashing Ty against the wall. Yeah, it's okay to have the life squeezed out of them by tentacles and have them fall off cliffs, but it's not okay to have a semi-nude Greek god-bodied humanoid with a magnificent mane of hair manhandle them, huh? No homo. Another heavy change was the bathroom scene. Agumon in the original complained that he thought he would poop more because of all the food they had, but instead all he manages are a bunch of farts. Which is why Ogremon covered his mouth and burst out of the booth because he couldn't take it anymore. Yeah, toilet humor is another one of those things that are perfectly fine in Japan and not in the US. That Numemon poop? In the original, they outright call it poop. In the dub, they call it sludge. There's also a lot more instances again of silent shots in the original that are livened up by new dialogue, like the opening shot and the one where they run towards the mansion. But actually, what stood out for me is the reverse. This scene of the Digimon eating? In the original, they all talk back with their mouths full about how good the food is. In the dub, they just seem to be in something of a trance, stuffing themselves with food almost like they're hypnotized by it. It made the whole scene a lot more eerie and it was a really nice touch. Good job, dub. Another thing I will give the dubbers credit for, they do make the show funnier. This scene of Ty drawing the map and the kids mocking him? Boring to tears in the original, but genuinely funny in the dub.
No question, man, you are the dude of doodles.
When Devimon split the island, he talked about other continents across the sea, and it is heavily implied that these island pieces are headed there to spread his black gears. He does not say he discovered the black gears, they're simply his black gears. Probably made them in his backyard. Ogremon in the original is also a little different. In the dub he sounds a bit too polite to be a bad guy, but in the original he talks like he's a fucking street thug. It's really funny. And finally, we have no name explanations today since Ogremon, Leomon and Devimon are all kinda self-explanatory. So it looks like we're going to have a bunch more specific kid-centric episodes. Will they find their way back to Infinity Mountain? Will they figure out how digivolving works? Will we get another Mimi episode? You're goddamn right we will. Find out next time on Nightwize's Digital Journey.
The Digi